Yeah, so at the end of the day, there is something I personally realized that has actually gone out, and people begin to see it like, oh, it's no longer existing, or people don't do it anymore. I remember growing up, our parents used to have garden in our backyard. All right, so they'll plant things like bitter leaf, they'll plant okra, they'll plant all sorts of, and even when they come from the market, the heads of the yam where they chop it off, we go there and plant it there. All right, after a while, we go there and harvest. And what I found out is that people spend money for everything these days. All right, you no longer have any way to subsidize what you are spending money on. Listen, when the source of income becomes so limited, you now need to begin to think about how to get things without paying for them. But in reality, people are going through a lot. I saw people who actually are working, they're earning salary, but it's no longer enough because of the inflation rate. It's quite really, really expensive right now, to manage, a family of four or family of three. So a lot of issues are there. The things they can actually buy, at a particular rate now, is really, really gone high. And that led me to want to actually to begin to think, how will people navigate these times? Because tough time never lasts, but tough people do. So I came up with, these inspirations to actually pass on, and I know definitely you're going to be, be inspired after this video. Recently, I visited Africa, Nigeria to be precise, and I saw the current economic situation. Of course, some of us who are not, within the country may actually judge it for whatever we think it is. But in reality, people are going through a lot. I saw people who actually are working, they're earning salary, but it's no longer enough because of the inflation rate. It's quite really, really expensive right now, to manage, a family of four or family of three. So a lot of issues are there. The things they can actually buy, at a particular rate now, is really, really gone high. And that led me to want to actually to begin to think, how will people navigate these times? Because tough time never lasts, but tough people do. My admonition to you is, please kindly share this video with a friend. All right, follow this page, Emmanuel Inspired TV, like the video, tell a friend about us, and guess what, even you, we're going to be inspired, just the way the name goes, Emmanuel Inspires TV. Thank you so much. All right, let's come back to the video now. I begin to look at what could possibly be, the way out for people at this time, and I came up with 5 points of things I think you can do to navigate this tough time. The first thing you want to do is, first of all, you want to make sure you set your priority right. All right, one of the major challenges, with people is that, they have so many things to do at the same time. Now you understand the economic situation. Maybe you have a house project you are trying to build. This may not be the time you want to, start continuing that project. You may want to pause a bit. You want to begin to, see probably the cost of these building materials will come down, or even if it's not going to come down, but you want to first of all focus on the basic necessity, like making sure your family are okay, your children's school fees are being paid, your utility bills, the things that are basic necessity for your survivor are being taken care of. All right, so you need to set your priority right. If you were the one, you actually had, made up a lot of plans for the year, you've thought a lot of things you want to do, you want to begin to look at the scale of preference. Which one can you do with that? Which one can you actually do in another 6 months? Which one can you wait to do after, maybe after the storm is over? All right, so that will be the first thing you want to do. And with that, what happens is that you begin to reduce the pressure on yourself. You begin to reduce that tension, that, oh, I said I want to do these 10 things. All right, so you want to look at which one is more important at this time, which one is going to give you more, of peace. Probably which one will even be one of the things that when you achieve it, it will begin to trigger, the results that will affect other areas. So you want to get that as your priority. You want to say that right at the first instance. Yeah. So at the end of the day, there is something I personally realized that has actually gone out, and people begin to see it like, oh, it's no longer existing or people don't do it anymore. I remember growing up, our parents used to have garden in our backyard. All right, so they'll plant things like bitter leaf, they'll plant okra, they'll plant all sorts of. And even when they come from the market, the heads of the yam where they chop it off, we go there and plant it there. All right, after a while, we go there and harvest. And what I found out is that people spend money for everything these days. All right, you no longer have any way to subsidize what you are spending money on. Listen, when the source of income becomes so limited, you now need to begin to think about how to get things without paying for them. All right, our parents don't used to buy a lot of things growing up. They don't used to buy. So of course my parents were farmers, and as farmers we barely buy things because everything we try to produce from the farm. We can actually have a garden in our compound. All right, if you look at this building right now, all right, the owner of this building is a sheikh. All right, he's a big man. He has money to buy anything he needs. But guess what, he still have the kind of floor you are talking about. All right, that I just showed you right now. You saw his compound. So you want to call it flawless, whatever you want to call it, he still has it. But guess what, he was able to still create a space in his compound to plant corn. Do you know the last time I went to Nigeria and I tried to get corn, they were telling me corn 800 naira for one. And this is saying corn you could actually get for 20 naira, for 10 naira, for two for 15 naira. And yet they are telling you 800, 500. And when they had one, you know, almost God-forsaken peer, they will tell you 1,000 naira. How will you spend your money on such a thing? And your salary is just 50,000, and you take 1,000 to take corn that you could actually plant. You just need one seed to plant, and it's going to give you a bunch, and if not two or three from just one tree. All right. Yeah. Here you also have tomatoes. You can see them. All right. And I was speaking with this man, and he told me, my friend, I don't buy tomatoes. I have it in my garden. This is a wealthy man. All right. He understands that apart from the fact that this is going to save him money, it's also very organic. So we've left a lot of things and we complain that things are not going well. We can't leave everything to the government. No, there are things we can fix ourselves. All right. Yes, it's okay to depend on people. It's okay to ask for help from friends. Of course, that's one of the things you need to do when you are going through challenges. You call a friend, you speak to somebody, you speak to a brother abroad, you ask for help. But when you ask for this help, where do you channel it to? To go and buy tomatoes? To go and buy corn? No. You should use that money or whatever is being given you as a help to expound, on what we have. We have a blessed, natural resources in Nigeria. One of it is our soil. Our soil is very blessed. But guess what? Everything here is being paid for. All right. I don't want to tell you the cost of getting this soil here. All right. They are imported. They've been paid for. And guess what? These people understand how to utilize the resources and still be able to make a healthy life out of it. Come over and I'm going to show you something else. All right, in the same compound it has duck. You can see that if he wants to eat duck, he can actually get one anytime and eat. And you don't need to sleep with these animals in their cage. No, you don't need to. As long as the health remains, seed time and harvest will not cease. You just need to plant the seed. All right, that's it. All right, this is in one compound. All right, I just showed you the compound now. You could see how wealthy he is. But this is in one compound. He has everything. He makes sure he puts it in place. He doesn't go to the market to buy like some of us. Let's stop this buying habit. We don't have the money. We complain there is no money, but yet we cannot make use of the resources. I see able men, strong men who could actually work, but all they want to do is something that will give them money now. Nobody want to plant anything anymore. Nobody want to wait for process. Listen, everything is not about the government. The government may have not given us a very good, economic atmosphere, but they didn't tamper with the soil. Did they? They didn't tamper with the soil. They didn't tamper with the rain that would come. So it is your choice. It is your mind. It is you that will decide what you're going to do. These are trees. You can see all sort of crops. You can see everything just in one compound. So if you have, for instance, 100 by 100 and you build two flats or whatever on it, the other one that you just floor and put, ties everywhere, you could actually cut out 20 by whatever size you want and create a garden there and put some crops. Make sure your wife don't buy some vegetables. These are things you can do to navigate tough times. And as a matter of fact, it helps and promotes your health because you'll be eating organic products. The reason why I'm showing you all of these things is to inspire you, to let you know, because that's the aim of this channel, Emmanuel Inspire TV. All right, we on YouTube. The reason why we do this is to let you know that you could become better version of yourself. Because if you are not inspired, you will aspire without knowing. My people perish for lack of knowledge. This thing our fathers did them, but I don't know why we're no longer doing them. Young boys right now, we have our houses, we build our houses, we floor everywhere. We don't create space even for environmental benefit, or where we can actually have a garden like this. I may be doing a second episode on this. All right, till I come your way again, I remain my humble self, Dr. Emmanuel O. Odigye, saying, get some wisdom and make some garden in your house. Thank you.
Come on, guys. Press the like button, leave us a comment, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.